welcome back to my channel. I am Debbie, the Disney Nonna, and I am your host for this evening. I am part of a collab, and the Hall Families Adventures, they are hosting this where a whole bunch of channels are going to be part of sharing something Halloween with you. And I'm excited that I get to be part of it. So I want to thank the Hall's Family Adventure for letting me join them. This is actually my first collab that's posting on YouTube. So I'm very, very excited to be the first of the one, and it's Halloween. So I am donned in my ghostly gear, and I am ready to share with you my Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion Library. I want to give you a little bit of background, but first, let me show you a before picture now. As you could see, there were a few before pictures and actually a few transition pictures to show where it's going to take you to today. And we're going to take a full walkthrough of the library. It is a longer video for me, and be patient with my cinematography because, I'm not an expert. But I'm really excited to be able to share this with you. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and probably stop and let you see it, and I'll come back and tell you a little history about the building. This is the door to the library. Please be patient with my cinematography. And we're going to walk in, and I'm going to give you an overview. I'll come back and go through it slower. Okay, so it's 12.5-foot ceilings, like I said before. And I'm going to turn around. These pictures are of my husband and I at Walt Disney World at Memento Mori. You used to be able to get your picture taken, so it was part of the ghosts. Stand back. Okay, so let's go ahead and start down at this end. We have a bed in our library for guests. Let's see if I can pull it back a little. There we go. Okay, so here is the Christmas tree that is set up all year long. And there's such great, beautiful ornaments. Thank you, Food Cats, because many of the ornaments on this tree were sent to me by her, including the topper. I have original pieces of art. This is an original piece of art up here. It's a Plague Doctor. Old records. Scary Teddy. And if you come to my house, maybe you'll be lucky to sleep in the Haunted Mansion bed. Then the shelves over here. We start with some of my jars and a Funko Pop. Got a train here, which has just been added. I've got several snow globes. And these are most of our paperbacks in this one little area. The rest of the books are hardbacks, except for the bottom. All of the bottom from down there across to right about there is children's books. I was a teacher and I have a grandson. Okay, now I'm going to try to pull this up. Okay. I'm sorry if it's wobbly. That probably is not the best. Okay, let's go back. Try again. Here's my jack pin board. We got more of my, I think that's Ezra up there. My Haunted Mansion jars. And I'm going to pan to the left. I'm sitting on the bench in the center. Pan to the right. Stand back up and look at the shelves again. This is one of my masks. It's handmade. Not by me, by an artist on Etsy, and I did wear it during the 2020. Okay, so let's look over here. We've got Jack at the top. We've got some of our creepy pictures. This is actually my actual stocking. Again, the pictures of my husband and I looking our very best. And an acquisition from this year. Probably I need to turn that light off. Hold on one second. Okay, I turned that off so we could get a better look at it. And I messed up some of the actual pieces. So these pieces were by an artist on Etsy, and I am not going to do it justice with the light that's in here. But hopefully you could see that change. Here's my ghost host apron. Taking a look back on this side of the library. There's the bed down there, the center area where you can sit and read. I lay on the bed to read. Going up. Okay. This is a clock from Bradford Exchange, and I got it probably 10, 15 years ago, and it still works. My Oogie Boogie pin board, which has all the characters. And then I have some specialty shelves. Okay, so across the top here, I used to collect all kinds of Halloween houses. They weren't necessarily they weren't necessarily Halloween for Haunted Mansion, but they were just Halloween. So I've added some beautiful pieces from a friend to kind kind of sit inside this area. Okay, when you look up, our stretching room pictures, our Nightmare Before Christmas ones, although I want some of the actual ones, and I'm going to put them in the bed area on the wall there. Top shelf 0. And this starts the unbelievable amount of Funko Pops from Connie. Connie loves Disney, so thank you, Connie. Okay, we've got Jack's shelf. We've got Sally's shelf, and I'm going to zoom in to this piece right here. This is a piece by Moth Stigma. She's an artist on Etsy. I've known her work for years. She did her rendition of Sally, and I love it. I'm going to go down at the bottom because one of my favorite shelves is coming up. Okay, here's some of my Tsum Tsums. Haunted Mansion. Again, this is a piece by an artist. It was given to me by a friend. And then Madame Leota's section. Look at her section. If you can see, there's actually some tarot cards in here. Those were again by an artist. I bought them several years ago. And more of my Funko Pops added here. Okay, here's another shelf. Now this shelf is not going to illuminate well. So let's see if what I can do for this. Okay, so there is the Funko Pops. And that's a lounge fly. Back down here, I've got Snow White. You can see the Evil Queen stuff. In this corner over here, I've got my clock, another piece by Moth Stigma. Do one more run of the tree, but with the lights, I can't put the flashlight on my thing so you can see some of these beautiful ornaments. Sleeping here and you were going to lay on the bed, this is what you would see. And the lights, all the shelves, that is a real TV. There's a creepy TV. And right next to you would be your tree. You would see. Okay, I hope you really liked that tour. It's one of my favorite rooms. It is a beautiful room, 12.5-foot ceilings, like I said. It's just beautiful. And it's just a calming room for me. I love the Haunted Mansion. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. So all through the year, this library has that available to me. So the building that I'm in is an old schoolhouse, and it is bordering on a national forest. And this schoolhouse was built in 1928, and it serviced all of the area around here. In fact, it was kind of the hub. The mayor of the area or whoever was in charge of the area, they used to stand on the front porch area of the schoolhouse and do speeches. So this was a very important area of building for this area. So built in 1928, and it was here for many, many years. It had no indoor plumbing, 1928. So they did have an area outside for the kids to play like ball and area. And it was just a big, huge open area. Obviously, it's on a national forest. Then it turned hands, sat dormant for a long, long time, and it turned hands and became a bee company at the very end of the 50s, the beginning of the 60s. So the 50s and 60s, this was a bee company. In fact, we have a very large picture of this bee we found in the attic, along with a newspaper about Cassius Clay. If you know who Cassius Clay is, that's Muhammad Ali, but he was called Cassius Clay in this newspaper. So those are some of the things that we found in this old schoolhouse. Then after that, it was a hippie commune. There was a time when there were just people living here, bunch of people living here. And then after that, it was bought by a man, and it just sat for a long time, like 15 years again, with nothing. There were holes in the ceiling, holes in the floor. There is no heat. There is no air in this centralized anything like that. It had large chimneys, which we had removed because we had to, and because we had to redo the roof. The building is about 8,000 square feet. It does don an auditorium. So that kind of gives you the background of this old building. So if there's a haunted building out there, we are living in it, I am sure. But I feel we do have happy haunts in our building. Anyways, that's a little history of my old schoolhouse. And I really enjoyed sharing my library with you. Please like and subscribe and share this video because it is a unique video. And we really have put a lot of effort into renovating that particular room. We're working on all of them, and maybe I'll share some more over the time of my channel so you can see what has happened. There was no kitchen in this building. There was no bathroom in this building. So all of these things had to be added. So anyways, I hope that you find magic in your ghostly day, and I will see you in the next video.